McDonald's breakfast to make mornings even brighter.
Enjoy the sweet and savory taste of the new Chicken McGriddles for just $2, served all day long at McDonald's.
Stream Live Radar on the WLKY app.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report.
Well, the Ben Roethlisberger to Antonio Brown connection is hooked up for 2 first-half touchdowns. The score at halftime in Pittsburgh, the Steelers on top of the Dolphins, 20-6. As we welcome you back to our New York studio and the Verizon Halftime Report. Watch every live 2016 NFL playoff game in HD, all data free on NFL Mobile, only on Verizon. I'm James Brown with the full house here in Studio 43. Big picture note, the physical Steelers, as Coach Tomlin underscored in your interview.
That was the approach they took into this game. Remember, they rested Ben, Antonio, and Le'Veon last week, and I think Ben got a nice rest and looked pretty sharp, Tony, in the first half.
Absolutely. You ain't lying there, Coach. He has been on fire this first half. You're going to see him hooking up with Eli Radgers here on the short little quick pass, and here Radgers does the rest here. How about Ben? This stat right here, 2 passes over 50 yards in the first half. That is a record for a playoff game. You see Antonio Brown, he takes this pass all the way to the house. He had 4 catches, 125 yards. And how about the offensive line, giving Ben time in the pocket to go out there and do his best work? It has been all Ben Roethlisberger and Le'Veon Bell in this first half dominating.
And speaking of offensive line, they brought in Chris Hubbard, a 6th offensive lineman right there, and then Roosevelt Nix, the fullback. And right here, boom, you see that big block. Le'Veon Bell on this drive, that was 10 plays, 83 yards, all 10 running plays. Le'Veon Bell had 78 yards in that one drive alone.
How about this? Antonio Brown on our pregame show channeled his inner Brad Pitt and said, business is a booming. And it certainly is. Take a look at that. That's exactly what we expected today. But a good job, I think, by the Dolphins defense getting that turnover. But how about Matt Moore? Bud Dupree lays him out right here. You want to know how you last this long in the NFL for 10 years, as Matt Moore has? Because he's tough. He got back on the field, only missed a play. Everybody on the field appreciates this. But Brandon Albert, what are you thinking about? You got to realize that when Harrison is away from the line of scrimmage, that's a veteran move. Okay, the playoffs in the AFC. What are we waiting for? If Miami wins, they'll go to New England next Saturday night. If Pittsburgh wins, they will go to Kansas City next Sunday. Then Houston will go to New England on Saturday night. And over in the NFC, basically Seattle at Atlanta. Great matchup right there. The winner of the Giants and Green Bay this afternoon then will visit Dallas next Sunday.
So, Bart, talk about what the Dolphins have to do.
Well, it's a chess match going on between offensive coordinator Ty Haley and defense coordinator Vance Joseph. What's going on when you talk about coach? They brought in an extra lineman. They ran the ball 10 straight times. Miami Dolphins going to have an answer for that. You think about bringing an offensive lineman in. He's playing tight end. You have to blitz the formation. You got to understand that he's not going out for a route. He's in there to block and to create paths for Le'Veon Bell. You blitz the formation. That forces the defense to try and make, the offense to try and make some adjustments. You get penetration that way.
I think you look at the second half of this game, I think for Pittsburgh, get back to the running game a little bit. And again, they had just the one blip. That was Ben's interception. And I think defensively, again, if I'm Miami, I would throw the football. You're not going to run the football against these guys right now. Spread them out, and they got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, Ajayi is a no-go in this first. I mean, you kind of knew that coming into it. They were going to have a plan for Ajayi from the Miami Dolphins and spread the ball. Matt Moore right now, 10 of 13, 140 yards. That's good. There are some holes in this Pittsburgh defense that he can exploit. They need to stick with that and let it go. Go for it on fourth down.
The one thing I would say, the Miami special teams units, the cover units, are really playing hard. And I think that the Miami defense, like Phil Simms said in the body of the game, they got to focus more on stopping the run as opposed to getting to Ben Roethlisberger. And then I agree with Coach, man. Spread them out if you're the Miami Dolphins and throw the football. Matt Moore is more than capable, but they got to watch those delayed blitzes from these very talented linebackers.
One thing in the first game for Miami, Pittsburgh was 3-11 on third down. They got to get off the field on third down. In the first half right now, Pittsburgh's 3 of 3.
In that first game, as a matter of fact, Pittsburgh only had 297 total yards at 15 points, 286 yards now, and 20 points. Bart?
When you spread them out, they have to slow their blitzes. You have to show them.
Business is a booming,
Verizon halftime report continues. Say that again, Bo.
Business is a booming.
I hear you, babe.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report. Watch every live 2016 NFL playoff game in HD, all data free on NFL Mobile, only on Verizon.
As long as you're running, you're never safe.
One way or another.
There's always the possibility they can find you.
I'm gonna get you, get you, get you, get you.
I'm thinking that every person that passes by is coming to get us.
Get you.
these people off the street.
Someone is in every aspect of my life right now.
It's starting to turn into a really intense game.
Hunted premieres Sunday, January 22nd.
I got something in motion. Something you can't see. It requires devotion from those who truly believe. This music is my healing. This music is my healing.
A lot of people don't realize that a shoe is actually an important piece of protective equipment. We look at every cleat pattern that comes into the league every year. We do traction testing, flexion testing, and measurements of those shoes. It's not just about style or performance. A shoe actually takes loads off of the foot so it can protect it. This is a collaborative project with the Players Association. We report all of that data to the shoe companies, the equipment managers, and we share it with the players. So hopefully they can make the most informed decision.
Get ready for new shows and new seasons on True TV. Check out what's on True TV.
A tradition unlike any other. The Masters on CBS.
Watch every live 2016 NFL playoff game in HD. All data free on NFL Mobile. Only on Verizon.
Steelers lead at 20-6 at halftime. Antonio Brown had 50 regular season touchdown catches before he got his first here today from 50 yards out, and then added a second from 62 yards away. Brown a big part of the first half story. Bell with 99 yards on the ground. Miami will receive the third quarter kick. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
Tom Selleck stars in a new Blue Bloods. CBS this Friday.
You're purchasing a new home or looking to refinance. How does no closing costs, no PMI, and up to 100% financing sound? Sounds pretty good, huh? Well, that's what you'll get with the L&N 5-5 mortgage plan. Call L&N at 368-5858 for details on the 5-5 mortgage.
I swear I left my money here.
But where did the money come from?
She can't continue like this. Does she realize what she's doing to all of us?
She doesn't participate at all in class.
She has become a little disrespectful.
She didn't come home again last night.
She keeps flaking out on me. Well, maybe it's just a phase.
I wish we could get the help we needed.
Visit wakeup-louisville.com for the resources you need to help someone you know struggling with pill or heroin use.
The playbook of work is tattered and torn from those who do jobs for which they were born. Hammers and wire, chainsaws and wrenches, and the true bond of teamwork down in the trenches. Ford F-Series is their chariot. It answers the bell. It's the truck deemed official by the NFL.
If you're purchasing a new home or looking to refinance, how does no closing costs, no PMI, and up to 100% financing sound? Sounds pretty good, huh? Well, that's what you'll get with the L&N 5-5 mortgage plan. Call L&N at 368-5858 for details on the 5-5 mortgage.
Julie Dolan joins WLKY Morning News starting Monday.
Well, the Steelers rack up huge yardage in the first quarter. 219 yards in that quarter alone, 286 for the half. And on Sunday, February 5th, Pepsi presents the biggest concert of the year, the Pepsi Zero Sugar Super Bowl 51 halftime show. Visit PepsiHalftime.com to follow Lady Gaga on her journey to the world's biggest stage. So again, 286 is the total for the Steelers. 1 turnover apiece, and as we mentioned, but worth amplifying, that could have been a 7-point game if Miami did something right before they have instead coughed up the football.
Yep, had a chance. James Harrison, been doing it for many years, ruined it and really changed the outlook of this game. But the good thing is Miami gets it here in the second half, and I think they stabilized a little bit of their defense in the second quarter. And one thing I know for sure, Adam Gase, I think he has a lot of faith in his quarterback. He should be after that first half. I thought Matt Moore was terrific.
Well, James Harrison had a terrific first half.
Well, let's look at this. First on the outside against the run. He's great at making sure you don't get around the edge. But here's the play at the end of the first half. Fakes like he's going out in coverage. Then he catches the line by surprise. And watch Tunsil jumping up and down knowing that they messed up the assignment. Really good disguise by James Harrison.
Here's the Boswell kick. And that'll bounce through the back of the end zone. And bring out Moore in Miami to the 25. Tracy.
Well, Jim, I had a chance to speak with Adam Gase coming out, and he said defensively, we need to get them into third down. They've just been in third down 3 times, and he said we have to make sure we eliminate the big plays on first and second down, and we need to corral Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell. But what he said to me is we just need to get this game within a field goal, within a touchdown with 5 minutes left to play, and he feels really good if they can get there about their chances. Jim?
All right, well, his defense got him into third down 3 times, and Pittsburgh converted all 3.
Well, the good thing is Matt Moore pass protection's been pretty good, and they have found ways to make big plays down the field. That should be in the minds of the Steeler defensive backs.
Moore completes it. Timmons, one of those in on the tackle. You see Cockrell back out there too. He was shaken up right before the intermission. Gain of 7. So what have you seen out of Matt Moore? 11 out of 14 for 147 yards.
I've seen nothing but good. I really have. Listen, right at the beginning of the game, he threw 2 footballs, got it out of his hand. He's been right on target. He sees the field well. He's really made good decisions. Kind of what I saw in all 3 games of his that he has started this year when I watched him. And he's played in some rough elements. Played up in Buffalo. It was rainy, nasty, windy.
2nd and 3. Ajayi, nothing. In fact, negative yardage. That rookie down lineman Hargrave has made also a number of plays today. The 3rd-round pick from South Carolina State.
He's everywhere, but number 50 there, Shazier, gets in the backfield also. He's just so fast, and you said it, 79. They call him Jay Wobbles. Of course, when you see him, he's so big, he kind of wobbles a little bit. But don't kid yourself. He can really run. What's his nickname? The Screen Killer. So if you throw screens, he's the lineman that comes flying out there and wipes them out.
So he's got 2 nicknames then, Jay Wobble
and Screen Killer.
Okay. Yeah. 5 of Ajayi's 10 carries have gone for 0 or negative yards, and a timeout called by the Dolphins.
Timeout. Miami.
Well, just to go back to Jay Ajayi, he's been hit in the backfield more than any running back in the NFL. So he's used to, we've talked about it, he breaks tackles, runs hard, protects the football.
One thing about Ajayi, which is really a credit to Adam Gase. Here you are, a new head coach, decorated coordinator, and everyone knew for a couple of years he was on many lists. A lot of people wanted him, but you're going to take your first team on the road. Week 1, you got to go to Seattle.
Right.
And Ajayi had been during the OTAs and much of the preseason had been the #1 running back, only to get beat out at the end by Arian Foster, who later retired. But he did not like the way Ajayi handled the demotion, and he left him at home. What a way to start your career as a coach, establishing things right away.
You got it. Establish it. Set the tone. Tell everybody what I'm about. And I think that's what surprised probably some of those players. Didn't surprise me. Adam Gase, young, you look at him. He's on the football field as a coach. He is definitely a tough guy.
3rd and 4. Getting away from the heat, finding Landry for the first down. So they're able to do something with their timeout. And the improvising by Moore leads to a 17-yard play.
A veteran quarterback, even though he's a backup, it's just 3 guys rushing. And any veteran quarterback knows you can find the run lane to get out. He gets out, finds Landry, who's very smart, has great feel of moving, no matter if the quarterback's in the pocket or out.
First down to go back to Ajayi. He takes it to the Pittsburgh 49. Matt Moore survived some really vicious hits on him in that first half. This one right here by Dupree. This was the one that drew the flag. And that one led to the turnover with 20-some-odd seconds to go before halftime, when the Dolphins were just 7 yards away from bringing the game within 7.
I think the Dolphins will continue to do what we've just seen here early. I think they'll try to stay with the run game, keep the defense honest, see if they can wear him down a little.
Ajayi sidesteps early contact, has only a yard.
Sean Davis went flying into the backfield.
Davis a little slow to get up. He's going to stay out there, even though Jordan Dangerfield was ready to walk in there for him. Tonight on 60 Minutes, what will artificial intelligence look like in battle? See some of the most sophisticated technology the military has ever produced. Tonight only CBS. Another third down coming up for Miami. 3rd and 6.
You got to think it's going to be zone coverage if you're the quarterback. You kept the corner outside against the tight end, and it is.
Moore to Landry, slices for the first down.
Boy, is he tough.
He had Dupree trying to cover him, and he was able to get away from him, pick up 11.
Yeah, he's inside. It's a zone coverage. Right away, we knew that. And Jarvis Landry, when he catches it, he just, you know what it is? He catches it, and he's just mad.
And Landry, a little wobbly after that play, will sit out this next snap, and Davis for Pittsburgh is also going to come out.
It's a big deal losing both of those guys either side of the ball.
With Landry with 2 third-down catches on this drive, and along with his old running mate at LSU, he's been putting up tremendous numbers in his first 3 years. 288 catches through 3 seasons.
They call each other up, I'm sure, every week and go, hey, gotcha, I'm leading you, or whatever. But, hey, can you imagine having that 2 pair as a quarterback? College?
Dangerfield comes into the secondary for Pittsburgh for Davis. And Moore lost the football again. Ball comes out. Steelers all around it. Mike Mitchell looked to have forced it. The fumble. And it's a Steeler recovery.
Mike Mitchell comes off the left side. They never seem. That's up to the quarterback to see a safety blitz. And hit from behind, jars it loose.
L.T. Walton falls on it.
Who amongst you goes by the name Fenwick? Tell me, and the rest of you will be spared.
I am Fenwick.
I am Fenwick. I am Fenwick.
Hey, Fenwick, you seen my shield? This has got vertical stripes on it. Mine had horizontal.
Want to get away? Now you can with Southwest fares as low as $59 one way. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency.
So, Mr. Harris, we have your fingerprints on the safe, a photo of you opening the safe, a post using the hashtag #JustRobbedTheSafe. So, what are we supposed to think?
Switching to Geico could save you a bunch of money on car insurance.
Excellent point. Case dismissed.
Geico, because saving 15% or more on car insurance is always a great answer.
Come on! Why
doesn't Verizon offer unlimited data like T-Mobile?
Is it because their LTE network was built 6 years ago?
6 years ago? That's like 100 in phone years.
Their LTE network is older, slower, and they limit you. Switch to T-Mobile, the newer, faster, and unlimited network. We cover 99% of the Americans Verizon covers. Get 4 lines, just $40 a month.
Wow.
Yes.
You asked for more choices on McDonald's all-day breakfast menu, and now you got them. More? Thumbs up. More? Heck yes. More? Now that's what I'm talking about. That's more reasons to head to McDonald's.
The stars shine on Colbert. Monday, Steven's all new with the legendary Billy Joel. Plus, later this week, Jude Law, Cuba Gooding Jr., Andrew Garfield, and Tom Selleck.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Second straight drive for Miami ends with a fumble in Pittsburgh territory.
Yep, same thing both times. Somebody coming from the left side, misread by the offensive personnel. Runners come free that should be blocked.
The give. That's Roethlisberger with the football. Bell out there to block for him. That play busted, but goes for 4.
Well, Jim, let's look at the fumble. Here's the reason why it happens. Here's the two, James Harrison, the tight end, Sims, and Ajayi both block him. Nobody picks up Mike Mitchell. You're both in there to block to pick up situations just like that in case the safety comes. Matt Moore had no idea they were there.
2nd and 6. Here's Bell. He's got 100, and he's got a whole lot more. And he's down to the 40. Gives him 114 on the 15-yard dash by Le'Veon Bell.
Man, I'll tell you, he stops. This is delay of game. He takes so long as he takes the football. I've never seen anything like it. I just wonder, you know, everybody likes to copy. Will other NFL running backs start to learn this technique? I don't know if you can teach it. High school kids. Shows you something about that offensive line staying with the blocks.
From the Dolphins 40. Bell again. Waiting once more. And picking up another big chunk.
Goes to Bell.
Running behind Pouncey for 8. Thursday, February 2nd on CBS. How far can you cross the line before you can't come back? Bill Paxton and Justin Cornwall starring the new drama Training Day. It premieres Thursday, February 2nd, only CBS. Second and 2. Bell turns it on. Down to the 10. And out of bounds near the 6.
Got to wrap him up. Got to put your arms around him. You got to tackle him low. He's too big.
And the Dolphins run into each other right here.
Oh, Bobby McCain, I'm sorry. I was saying it was his fault. He did get hit by his own man. That's what knocked him off.
Look at Antonio Brown out there throwing a block. This goes for 26.
It's one thing they do. These wide receivers, we talk about their pass game, Ben Roethlisberger, but these wide receivers, excellent blockers down the field.
The 148 now on the ground by Bell is already the 3rd best single game performance in a playoff game in Pittsburgh history.
I was going to say, yeah. Franco Harris, all the...
Yeah. All of Jerome Bettis and some of the legends of the backfield here. We got a Dolphin down. Franco has the record 158. That is Bobby McCain getting some attention from the training crew, and we'll step aside.
You might not ever just stand there looking at it. I mean, you may never even sit in the back seat. That'd be a shame.
Order envy. When you want what you have and what they have, you can stop staring. The answer to order envy is here. Introducing the new $1 Double Stack Tacos. Spicy sweet, nacho crunch, and cool habanero. It has everything you got with everything they got. $1 Double Stack Tacos. 2 flavors stacked together in 1 taco.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. Mobile Strike. Download and play now. Free from the App Store. And by the Lincoln Motor Company.
And we're back as we take a look at the nationwide sky cam. I can't imagine that there's anything that Bell and the Steelers would like to do more than not only win this game, but put Bell over 200 against the Dolphins, who got a 200-yard game in their win against them by Ajayi. They'd like to send it right back to him.
You mean they're trying to pay him back? That's a great phrase in sports, and that is true.
Brown, and he's tripped up right away. It's Howard making the play.
Well, Howard missed a lot of times, injury, training, just so little experience out there starting here in a playoff game. Steelers going with the hurry-up offense.
And Brown goes all the way to the other side of the field. 2nd and goal. Bell. And he's going to get back up again. No gain. Howard makes 2 straight plays. Last year in the playoffs, the Steelers, because Bell was out with injury, and they also were without D'Angelo Williams, they had to ride Fitzgerald Toussaint, still on the roster here, been part of the return game today, and Jordan Todman. Bell makes his playoff debut, and he's having a big one.
Yeah.
3rd and goal. Roethlisberger in trouble, and he is taken down by Sue, Miami's first sack of the game.
That time it was Andre Branch that really caused a sack, and he comes to the outside against Villanueva, beats him around the corner. Roethlisberger sees it, and Ndamukong Suh, boy, so strong in the middle, gets the sack. You know, that might be the first true hit on Ben Roethlisberger today.
I think you're right. So here's Boswell from a yard farther out than the PAT that he missed in the same direction off the right upright. Wind has shifted a little bit, though, since that time, and he's able to convert. From 34 out for the field goal. Makes the margin 17. 3 points off the takeaway by the Steelers.
Chili's has always had great deals. Now 3 courses for just $10. Choose from entrees like ribs, burgers, fajitas, and new house smoked chicken. Then get a house salad and a mini molten cake, all for just $10. Chili's, chillin' since '75.
The holidays may be over, but if you hurry, you can still get the best deals on the best network. Like Verizon's best smartphones for only $10 per month, like the Samsung Galaxy S7, the Pixel, phone by Google, or the Moto Z Droid for only $10 per month. Plus, hurry in and switch to Verizon now and get up to $650 to cover your costs. There's still time to get amazing deals at Verizon.
Hi, thanks for coming. This year, Chevy received more J.D. Power Initial Quality Awards than any other car brand.
I'm very, very impressed.
Did I mention they received more of them last year, too?
Look at that.
Oh, wow. And the year before that. More doors. Oh, and the year before that.
So it keeps going.
In fact, Chevy has received more J.D. Power awards for initial quality than any other car company 4 years in a row.
I'm speechless. Impressive. Chevy, stepping up their game.
If Old Spice Sweat Defense helps keep me feeling dry, how would they know I worked hard? I've got to make stuff harder. There, that's hard.
The first new NCIS LA of the year kicks off with a bang.
I'm a natural shot. When I shoot, bad guys go ouch.
A new NCIS LA. Then, in the first episode of the year, the Secretary of State has to look a gift horse in the mouth.
Think of the whole thing as an adventure.
New Madam Secretary after new NCIS LA. CBS tonight.
The Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award presented by Nationwide recognizes players who have made significant impact on both the game and their communities. One of the league's most prestigious honors, and the nominee from the Steelers this year is Arthur Moats. 3 finalists will be announced during the NFC title game January 22nd. The winner will be announced at the NFL Honors Award Show February 4th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox. Arthur makes regular visits to the Ronald McDonald House of Pittsburgh. Not only has he uplifted the spirits there, but he recently announced he is matching any donation to the charity up to $55,000. And another touchback earned by Boswell. So far in this game, Ajayi, 12 carries for 23 yards.
Yep, been tough. Hargrave right there, the rookie inside nose tackle, gets it done, and then he gets cleaned up by the linebackers. Bud Dupree, watch this, Simmons and Shazier. Hole's open. Oh, you thought it was open. Look how fast. The Pittsburgh linebackers, they were, what's the word for it, down in Miami week 12. They were awful. They missed the tackles. The speed wasn't there. Yeah, the weather was probably one of the issues, but today they have been sharp. And of course, Shazier did not play in that game down there either.
One of 5 starters that was out for that game that's now starting. You know, they didn't have the rookie starting back then. Dupree was still on IR. Harrison did not start. Here's a 1st and 10 throw. Moore. He intercepted. That is Shazier. Ajayi brings him down. And consecutive takeaways by actually 3 in a row, 3 straight possessions. The Pittsburgh defense has taken the football away.
Yep, he just backs up. Matt Moore did not seem crossing route. Watch Shazier. Just falls back. He was at the line of scrimmage and got back deep enough, fast enough to make that interception. That was tough. Tough on a quarterback to see. And Shazier, I'm not going to say he's the fastest linebacker in the NFL, but he's definitely on one hand of the fastest guys.
Well, one thing he is, too, he's one of the most courageous guys. Look at him in the warm-ups today.
I said he's not, maybe not the fastest and close, but I don't know if he's that. I'm not going to say
this is this is the time when, you know, this was about an hour before kickoff.
Yeah, it was.
And it was feeling like 2 below at that time.
He was psyched for the game.
That's 3 takeaways over the last 9 plays.
Yep.
Run by Miami.
Extra offensive lineman in here for the Steeler offense.
Bell's going to go outside with it. And he challenges the defender. And is able to take Rambo with him for about 3.
Yeah, he got 3. Should have been a hesitation. They had it blocked inside. He just didn't wait long enough. That's where it was designed to go. But Shazier, just to go back to Shazier real quick, that interception against Matt Moore, he has been outstanding today. Run game, that interception. You know, a little different from the linebackers we've seen in the past from Pittsburgh. Usually they're all big and fast. He is not that big, but he's extraordinarily fast to play the position he does.
Cameron Wake ran onto the field at the last moment. Extra pause this time for Bell. Sue's got hold of him. And he's got a gain of 2. You can see your favorite players show off their impressive talents and strength, speed, and more. Tune into the new Pro Bowl Skills Showdown Thursday, January 26th, 7 Eastern. And don't miss the 2017 Pro Bowl presented by Aquafina Sunday, January 29th, 8 Eastern on ESPN. There's Ryan Tannehill alongside Moore. Tannehill was subject to so much scrutiny this week. Would he have a chance to play here? And every day that was a big topic for Adam Gase to address. He did take some snaps in practice on Friday. Timeouts called by Pittsburgh, which led some to wonder if they were able to win
First
here.
Charge, timeout.
Would he be able to go next week in the divisional round?
Timeout.
Yeah, it's a good. I read all that, and read Adam Gase's comments and that, and I just go, boy, that's asking a lot. You need a whole week of practice to. I've seen it too much, and we saw it when Ben Roethlisberger, when he got hurt down in Miami, when he came back and played against Baltimore. You're worried about your injury. You're not as you don't have the practice time. You don't have the faith. Too many things involved in that. That would be tough for him to be ready next week if they find a way to pull this game out.
Adam Gase did tell us last night that he thought there would be a good chance for Tannehill to practice next week, the whole week, but he was not ready to say that if they're given the chance that he would be playing.
Hey, look, if they win the game, then that means Matt Moore is going to have to do some really good things, so that's going to give him confidence, keep him in there, and give Tannehill an extra week to get ready.
Again, if Miami won, Miami would go to New England. Pittsburgh win would mean Pittsburgh at Kansas City. 3rd and 6. What a move for the first down. That's Ayers, and a flag comes out. Rodgers down there. Going to be flagged for that. Going to block.
They'll call it crackback block.
Yeah, I believe on Rodgers.
We'll have to discuss that. That was close. It was near the play. Boy, it airs, Jim. Mike Tomlin has some eye for wide receivers down in Houston, working a bunch of guys out.
After the catch, personal foul. Blindside block. Offense, number 17. That's a 15-yard penalty. Replay. 3rd down.
He thinks he could be a little Antonio.
Well, that's saying a lot. Let's just watch it on the outside.
Watch 17 come over on.
You got Rodgers coming, gets the block, hits him on the side.
Hitting Lippett here. Mouthpiece comes flying out.
Well, the one thing you saw the helmet to helmet. That's a big play for the Miami Dolphins. Puts them in 3rd and long. Can maybe get Pittsburgh to kick another field goal, keep it within 3 scores.
Say that Tomlin has an eye for wide receivers. He averaged 25 yards a catch his senior year at William and Mary.
Maybe that's why.
Maybe that's why. 3rd and 11. Roethlisberger steps away from the heat. Now in trouble. Holds on to it. It's down to about the 18. We will bring out Boswell. Oh, I think Roethlisberger wants to go for it.
He wants to go for it.
He's telling everybody to go to the side. He's just telling the special teams unit, you guys get back over there.
Good job. He almost fumbled that football, getting it raked as he was running. Don't jump off sides. That's what you got to think about if you're the Miami Dolphins.
Well, that's what Ben's thinking, too. You got to think he knows that they jump more than anybody in the league this year. And that's why he was trying to create chaos on the field. And now he calls a timeout. That's the 2nd one they've used. And they'll go for the field goal try from Boswell. Be about a 36-yard attempt.
Yeah, it was 4th and a little too far. If it was 1 yard, I could see him running out there, maybe going for it. Of course, that was something they'd been practicing.
Yeah.
For him to wave it off to go, yeah,
Exactly.
Good idea. Let's go for it.
Yeah. So Boswell stepping in now to what'll be a 36-yard field goal try.
Yeah, and then got to remember the win. We've talked about that, and I think it's warmed up, though, Jim, just to talk about the atmosphere of the game. Yeah. What do you think? Are you warmer now than you were earlier in the game? Or are you just numb?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm worried about you.
Oh, I'm hanging in there.
My man Phil playing hurt today. Hanging in there.
I'm doing
You're doing
well.
just great.
Playoff game,
Yep.
pretty exciting, great atmosphere.
Got a lot of wind quartering on him here favorably. Look at him jumping right over the top. His lippet, and that will give the Steelers a first down.
Number 36. It's a 5-yard penalty. It results in a first down.
Well, that's pretty unbelievable. It is the Dolphins. You talk about what's happened today, the 2 blitzes.
Well, you better time this right. He goes right over Greg Warren. And Mike Tomlin knows they got him with that. A first down at the 13.
Well, it could be a game breaker. I mean, it's just...
You know, you get into these postseason, any game, and you talk about limiting mistakes. And boy, is Miami starting to rack them up. 3 straight giveaways.
The giveaways.
That right there.
Missed assignments. That jumping off sides. Mistakes in the playoffs. What are they? They're magnified big time. By everybody. By the players, the teams, people like us, the press.
There's Bell. And Alonso holds on to him.
Some job holding on to him with one arm, isn't it? I mean, you could see couldn't really grab him quickly because of that cast over his right hand.
Bell at 154. He's 4 yards away from tying the Steelers postseason rushing single game record by Franco Harris. 158. 2nd and 8. Could get it here. He's got a gain of about 3.
This offensive line, the Steelers, how many years did we come down and watch the Steelers play and go, when are they going to get a group around Roethlisberger to let him be the guy that we think he should be? Well, they've done that and more, and all across the line. They are very good. Led by Mike Munchak, the offensive line coach. That's changed things.
And developed guys like their left tackle, Alejandro Villanueva.
Him, yes. And Marcus Gilbert through the years just keeps getting better and better. And first-round draft picks, the center and right guard. Pouncey and DeCastro all play well.
3rd and 5. They go to Bell. Bell slashes. He's got the record, postseason record, and he's got the end zone.
And he did it with a tremendous move. Boy, there's just a move like you think he's going outside, and then it's sideways up the field for the touchdown.
David DeCastro there to congratulate him, and Bell should be thanking him at the same time, because watch what 66 does pulling.
Yeah, he pulls, knocks it, and then watch. He goes up the field. I was going to say he gets
big time play.
Rambo. Safety thinks he's going outside. Nope, he cut back inside so fast it makes it look so easy. Doing pretty good for his first playoff game today.
Single game record in the postseason by Pittsburgh running back. 165 yards. 10 points off turnovers in this quarter. Second touchdown of the game for Le'Veon. 30-6.
Hello, Mr. Ortiz. Do you have a tax question?
Yeah, I'm teaching tennis on the side now.
Oh, that's nice.
But I'm going through a lot of balls. Can I deduct them?
In your case, yes. You can enter your expenses right here.
Oh, cool.
Hey, David. How are you?
Are you ready for your lesson?
I am.
Just like that.
Oh, okay.
These pizzas are the same, but depending on the day of the week, they aren't the same price. That's not right, so we're fixing it. Now you can carry out large 3-topping Domino's pizzas for $7.99 every day of the week.
Today, I am helping people work better and also feel better. I am helping hospitals personalize treatments using billions of data points. and working with Medtronic to predict the highs and lows of diabetes hours in advance. And I am working with Oracle to use biomarker data to boost the performance of athletes. Hello, my name is Watson. Working together, we can outthink anything.
Don't miss TV's #1 comedy, The Big Bang Theory, CBS Thursday.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by IBM. And by Intuit TurboTax. Relax, there's TurboTax.
Steelers have opened this up now to 30-6.
A lot of credit to the Steelers, the way they've done it on both sides of the football today, but Miami on the other end, Jim, they're going to sit there and go, wow, we made a lot of mistakes too.
Boswell's kick. And it's going to be returned by Drake. Oh, what a move that was. And he's got open field over here, so Hayward Bay tries to slow him down and does. What a good return to the 48 of the Steelers. That's a 58-yard return. Miami's been making mistakes, and the Steelers have struck now. Again, 30-6.
How do you stay fresh in a world where tastes and priorities are always changing? If you're Subway, you start by removing the artificial preservatives, colors, and flavors from your food. Support hundreds of growers, including many family-run farms. Serve customers 390 million pounds of fresh veggies. Offer packaging that's better for the planet, and use your size and resources to create healthy change around the world. Because the best way to stay fresh is to never get stale.
Hi, thanks for coming. This year, Chevy received more J.D. Power Initial Quality Awards than any other car brand.
I'm very, very impressed.
Did I mention they received more of them last year, too?
Look at that.
Oh, wow.
And the year before that.
More doors. Oh, wow.
And the year before that.
So it keeps going.
In fact, Chevy has received more J.D. Power Awards for initial quality than any other car company, 4 years in a row.
I'm speechless. Impressive. Chevy, stepping up their game.
Will this can repeat, or is this your can's year? Your can's thinking Houston. Don't jinx it. Your can is Houston. So dress like this guy and play like this guy.
You can't catch me.
Broadway cans, breakout cans, cans with a whole extra man. Whether you're wearing beads, stripes, or cheese. If you bleed blue, black and yellow, or various shades of red, this is your beer.
You're with my team on it.
If you had to disappear, where would you go?
We gotta get out of this city.
And what would you be willing to do along the way?
I'm deleting my social media account.
We need to find them now.
18 ordinary people will go on the run from a team of expert hunters.
This is the most insane experience of my life.
Hunted premieres January 22nd.
Fine now to take on that heater. Trying to make sure the whistle is operational. Frozen.
He's fair and balanced, Jim.
Yes,
he's gone to the Steelers sideline, now to the Miami side. I think he's faking it. I just think he wants some warm air.
Just let me go over here and act like I've got to be there for equipment issues.
Oh, I love it.
Can't blame him. Cold day in Pittsburgh. And the Dolphins, after that big return by Drake, start from the 48. Ajayi grabbed around the collar by Cockrell and shoved out of bounds.
Well, we got Matt Moore turnovers today. Couple of them, 2 fumbles, 1 interception. Blitz gets him by surprise. Another blitz that you thought should have been picked up. Calls the fumble, and then this, the fake blitz by Ryan Shazier in the interception. Really a terrific play by Shazier.
2nd and 6. Leads to throw. The Steelers are there to tackle Sims. Timmons and William Gay. 10 points off takeaways in this quarter alone. 3 takeaways the last 3 Miami possessions.
Well, they probably took away a couple tries for points from Miami. That's the big thing. A close one before half, driving again.
Third and 4, need to get to the 38. Trying to get it on the ground, and Ajayi is met at the line of scrimmage. That is Mike Mitchell, who's already had a sack, forced fumble, and now makes the stick for no gain.
Stephon Tuitt, 91, back in the lineup after a couple weeks out. What a presence. Another one of those defensive players, along with Mike Mitchell back there. They play basically every snap of the game.
Miami to go for it. 4th and 4.
No choice. Good decision. Go for it here on 4th down 30-6.
Moore looking left. Now has to bail out on that option. Trying to scramble for the first down, and he's tackled from behind by Tuitt and denied.
How's that for hard work for Stephon Tuitt? Number 91 to the right. Just chasing. All of a sudden the play comes back to him. He didn't stop. Makes the tackle.
He was looking for Landry.
Yep, nobody was open on the initial look. He was looking for Landry. Landry was covered by Artie Burns, had underneath coverage and over the top. Steelers on their defense, the one thing I've noticed here late in the year, they've gotten more diversified. They're doing more. They have some really clever blitzes where you don't know where the extra guy is coming from. It could be 4, but all 4 could be from one side of the guard on out. It's caught a few teams by surprise. We haven't seen as much today. Seen enough for him to get some sacks, though.
There's Bell, final play of the 3rd quarter. You may have seen the graphic. He now holds the Steeler single game record, regular season and postseason. Established that today, regular season 4 weeks ago when he rushed for 236 at Buffalo. Bell, Ben, Brown, they've all done it here today. Heading to the 4th.
A tradition unlike any other, the Masters on CBS.
Don't miss the Training Day series premiere. CBS Thursday, February 2nd.
The playbook of work is tattered and torn from those who do jobs for which they were born. Hammers and wire, chainsaws and wrenches, and the true bond of teamwork down in the trenches. Ford F-Series is their chariot. It answers the bell. It's the truck deemed official by the NFL.
In the past, you'd show up at Arby's with $6 and look at all the stuff you'd love to eat. Beef and cheddars, the buffalo chicken sandwich, euros, or loaded curly fries. Back then, you could only pick one. Well, those tough times are behind you. Now you can get 2 of those things for just $6. Don't live in the past. Live in the now for a limited time. Arby's, we have the meats.
The judgment-free zone is where you belong. For $1 down and then $10 a month. Offer ends January 11th. $1 down and then $10 a month. No commitment. For $1 down and then $10 a month. Because everyone can use a little love. The world judges. We don't. Join now in club or online at planetfitness.com. Offer ends January 11th. Planet Fitness. Be free.
Stop by to join any one of 12 Louisville area Planet Fitness clubs today.
Get snow closings and delays on the WLKY app.
Both sacks of Moore in this game were also forced fumbles and recoveries by the Steelers. Jim Nance and Phil Simms, Tracy Wolfson, and Jay Feely with you here on Wild Card Weekend.
Steelers rely on their athleticism on the defensive side. It's kind of come through today. The linebackers, the speed, the playmaking.
2nd and 6.
Oh,
That is Jordan Phillips.
Has to be a missed blocking assignment for him to shoot through there that quick. It really wasn't. He just beat Villanueva to the inside. It was a tough cutoff for Villanueva, so not much he can do. And Jordan Phillips played well of late. Haven't heard his name much today.
So that's a loss of 4 and makes it 3rd and 10. Pass is incomplete. Tight coverage by Howard on Brown. And for the first time today, we'll see a punt from Jordan Berry. Been a quiet day for Berry. He's only been out there on placements, on holds.
I was watching him during warm-ups about 3 hours ago.
This one, very little hang time.
He was kicking them just like that, like Jay Feely said, end over end, right out of bounds.
At the 23, 37-yard punt.
The holidays may be over, but if you hurry, you can still get the best deals on the best network. Like Verizon's best smartphones for only $10 per month, like the Samsung Galaxy S7, the Pixel, phone by Google, or the Moto Z Droid for only $10 per month. Plus, hurry in and switch to Verizon now and get up to $650 to cover your costs. There's still time to get amazing deals at Verizon.
4 distinct driving modes. Dynamic handling. Quicker shifts. Make every car a performance car. This is the ultra-responsive Acura TLX, and this is how we make it.
Visit your local Acura dealer for attractive offers on the TLX.
Staycation? No way. I need a real vacation. One measly week to bury my work phone in the sand while sipping some crazy concoction. Is that too much to ask?
Hey, we hear you. That's why we created AARP Travel. You'll get inspired by all of the tips and tools you need to easily plan a simple getaway or even the trip of a lifetime. So pack your bags and bury your phone. If you don't think this is right for me when you think AARP, then you don't know ARP. Get to know us at aarp.org/possibilities.
Let's get down to business.
They're a Super Bowl kind of an offense.
It's Divisional Week, and we've got you covered 24/7 with Hall of Fame analysis and exclusive access.
If we don't play well, we don't win.
All week long, nobody does Divisional Week like NFL Network.
You are watching the NFL on CBS.
All right, Miami's going to take over here. They've got a 24-point deficit. Ajayi has been completely held in check today. Such a far cry from what happened October 16th down in Miami when he rushed for 204 and 2 touchdowns.
Well, they got to find a way to score this drive. 3 scores down and 2-point conversions. Probably get the ball 3 more times in this game.
Stills for no gain. Gay on him right away. And again, the NFC playoffs, the Giants and Green Bay will be coming up next on Fox. The winner of that game going to Dallas next week. And if things continue the way they're going right here, it would be Houston at New England next Saturday night on CBS and Pittsburgh to Kansas City next Sunday afternoon. There's Stills. And he's got a first down, gain of 12.
Beautiful throw by Matt Moore. Good timing. Stills, got to worry about him. Especially when you're leading. Artie Burns plays it right. Don't get beat deep. Give him a 10-yard out. Perfect throw by Matt Moore.
Moore is 80%. 16 out of 20 for 189. He was intercepted once and has fumbled twice. Again, Ajayi has Steeler defenders on him right away. No gain.
Yeah, Stephon Tuitt. Boy, they glad to have him back in that defensive line. Linebackers are healthy. He's healthy. The rookie Hargraves playing well. And they said they're a different team than they were in week 6. That just wasn't talk. That was real.
2nd and 10. Pressure, and he got to him. James Harrison and Bud Dupree.
Yep, your guy, Bud Dupree. You talked about him, Jim, and he is really turning into what they want from the outside linebacker. He's from one side, James Harrison on the other. It was actually Hargrave on the outside. Harrison came inside, didn't even catch it. But boy, Bud Dupree, the size, he can really run, can turn the edge. Second year from Kentucky.
And first rounder a year ago. At 4.5 sacks over the last 4 weeks of the regular season. There's a 3rd and 15. Moore goes underneath. Catch is made. Shazier slams him down right away. Ajayi with the reception. And 4th down coming. They're going to punt.
Yep, it's a feeding frenzy when it gets to this time of the game. 30-6. Obvious pass. That time they double teamed Bud Dupree to make sure he didn't get there.
Matt Dard to punt with 11:40 to remaining in the game. Had to punt only twice in the first matchup against Pittsburgh. That's Brown taking on one hop. He's still going up to 35. Yeah, Miami racked up 474 yards in that first matchup. That was most by a Steeler opponent in 3 years. Today, only 211 and down 24.
This is our point of view. There's a test. Ace it. This is super handling all-wheel drive. And this is how we make it.
Visit your local Acura dealer for attractive offers on the TLX.
It's time for some straight talk. If you love your phone, but hate your bill, do something about it. No, not that. Straight Talk Wireless lets you keep your phone, number, and 4G LTE network for half the cost with the Bring Your Own Phone activation kit. It's time to ask yourself, why haven't I switched? Unlimited talk, text, and data for $45 a month, no contract. Straight Talk Wireless, only at Walmart.
May all pizzas be half off online for a limited time.
Get 50% off Pizza Hut pizzas when you order online. Supreme, half off. Meat lovers, half off. Can't decide, still half off. 50% off menu price pizzas because no one out pizzas the Hut.
It is possible this will bring bloodshed.
This will definitely bring bloodshed.
Live by Night. Rated R. Everywhere January 13th.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Acura. Precision crafted performance. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut. And by Live by Night from Warner Brothers Pictures in theaters January 13th.
Back here off the Three Rivers. Roethlisberger and the starters remain out there with 11:24 to go.
Yep, I got to give them one more series. If I'm Mike Tomlin, when I say they, I really mean Le'Veon Bell. And Roethlisberger, you can keep him in there to hand it off just to make sure the exchange is an X right. He'll protect himself if he stays in the game.
It's a handoff, bouncing outside. Bell starts ahead for a couple.
Well, let's look at something that the Steelers have done today. Usually use 5 linemen. Today they have 6. Usually 11% of the time it's 5. Today it's 34% of the time. And look how many yards they're getting per carry. 5.7. Why do they go with 6 offensive linemen today? Playing a 4-3 defense. And Todd Haley doesn't want a tight end always blocking a defensive end just because it's such a mismatch. And there's Mike Munchak, the offensive line coach. What a job he's done. We talked about it. And what a good next-gen stats showed you all those wonderful things they did today.
Here's a 2nd and 8 blitz by Miami. And dropped. Brown was in the open field and just needed to get around Cameron Wake.
I didn't recognize Mike Munchak. He had that face guard on there. It took me a second.
Talking about a Hall of Famer.
Could I use one of those and talk with it in the game too?
You try it.
Y'all like that. You'd like to muffle my mouth, but that's not going to happen. Yes. But yeah, Mike, Hall of Famer. He walks in the room. He tells an offensive lineman something. Former head coach. They listen and they get it done.
3rd and 8. Blitz. Lofted down the field to Brown. And Antonio wasn't quite turning around in time. They didn't use a lot of time on that series with 2 incompletions.
No, not much they could do. Drop pass. Miami gambling. Got everybody up there going to take the chance thinking they'll run the football.
Roethlisberger shakes his head coming off the field. 17 pass attempts today. 13 of 17. With the 2 touchdown passes in the first 8 minutes of the game. It's one of those line drive end over in fronts. It's Landry getting around Coates. It took about 3 jukes to do it.
He's going to go dancing with the stars too, like Antonio Brown's
right.
moves.
Some moves here too.
Γεια σας, φωτογραφία. Τι ωραία φωτογραφία. Α, θέλω και εγώ μία.
Εγώ πρώτο.
So, if you have a flat tyre, dead battery, need a tow or lock your keys in the car, Geico's emergency roadside assistance is there 24/7. Oh dear, I got a flat tyre. Yeah, can you find a take where it's a bit more dramatic on that last line, yeah? Yeah, I got it right here.
Someone help me! I have a flat tire!
Oh, it's good for me. What do you think?
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
You could spend days weeding through financial documents to refinance your home, or you could push that button, skip the paperwork, and get a mortgage solution in minutes. Lift the burden of getting a home loan with Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans.
Storage space? You're looking in the wrong places. Find affordable storage ideas to keep things out of the way in whole new ways. Like this HDX 4-tier shelf, just $19.88. Only at the Home Depot.
It's a swarm of drones, some of the most sophisticated technology the military has ever produced. How will artificial intelligence be used in battle? 60 Minutes tonight.
Just 10 minutes to go. The power game has not been there for Miami so far in this one. Trailing 30-6, trying to end this drought without a playoff win since 2000, trying to get off that list. And the home teams in the playoffs so far through 3 games have had significant upper hand as Moore completes it to Sims. Again, that was the oddity last year, is that all the road teams won on Wild Card Weekend, all 4 of them, including Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. Second and 4. Landry. And forward progress would be to about the 41.
Yeah, Pittsburgh, they're going to let you throw a few short passes. They'll do this even during the game when it's tied. But what they'll do is you got to catch that short pass, and you got to be ready to take the punishment, because the linebackers are fast. They react to the quarterback's eyes. Keith Butler, defensive coordinator, what a job he's done. Taking a young defense, and it is young, and slowly getting it in shape where it was ready to make that run, and they're ready for the playoffs.
It's down for Miami. And down the field it goes. Good pass.
Beautiful.
Caught by Kenny Stills. And for Stills, he caught a 36-yard down the field. More pass in the first half. This goes for 26.
Yeah, he throws it behind him just enough. Don't lead him up the field. He threw it behind him to protect him. Hard to protect them in this league the way the safeties fly around. That's Lawrence Timmons trying to run with him. He's there. But a beautiful throw by Matt Moore.
Who now has 229 yards passing in the game.
You know, Matt Moore, I can't even blame him for the interception. For those 2 fumbles, if he doesn't have those, you'd go, it's almost a perfect game.
Hands it off to Ajayi. And that, for Ajayi, was one of his better runs of the game. He's shaken up.
Yep. So first thing I noticed when I saw him on TV, and then when I watched him on film, I just didn't realize how hard he runs. And the Steelers gave him great credit this week. Tough to bring down. Need more than one person to tackle him.
Bro, your stuff is on fire.
Someone better call the fire department. Woo-woo.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Bro, your stuff is on fire.
Someone better call the fire department.
Yeah, you should call the fire department. This is your stuff.
More people save money by combining their home and auto with State Farm. Here to help life go right.
When you travel, you want your needs to be understood, no matter where you go. You want an experience that feels highly personalized. With Watson on the IBM Cloud, travel companies like Wayblazer can apply cognitive analytics to social data to understand what a destination is really like and who exactly it will appeal to. Today, Watson is helping businesses create experiences that revolve around you, because that's what the IBM Cloud is built for.
Heads up, we're going back to 77. Disco, bell-bottoms, and Ford F-Series starts its epic run as the best-selling trucks in America. Fast forward to 2017, F-Series is still king for 40 straight years. How? Rock-solid durability, up to the nanosecond technology, and jaw-dropping capability. No wonder the competition hasn't been #1 since these. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 40 straight years.
Sunday, January 22nd, the series premiere of the new reality thriller, Hunted.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. Push button, get mortgage. And by State Farm. Talk to an agent today at 800-STATE-FARM.
Back with the Dolphins ready to take the snap. Ajayi landed hard on his left shoulder, but he was able to walk off the field. 2nd and 5. And Landry again. So dangerous after the catch.
Wow, this is
gain of 11.
Saw him as a rookie. Really liked him. Boy, I swear he gets quicker as the years go by.
Had 94 catches on the year. As Ajayi tries to move and rotate that left arm, that shoulder. He landed hard on that side.
Well, you knew it'd be different. You knew he wouldn't get 204 yards today, but you didn't think it would be as tough as it was. Steelers steaming all week. Bill Cowher said in the pregame.
Moore back to Landry and trying to get past this secondary to the 3. As Moore has connected on his last 9 throws.
Beautiful screen play. One thing they can do well. The Dolphins thought I might see more of these screens today. You know, Adam Gase has always liked them. Spent a few years with Peyton Manning, who was the master at throwing screens.
If they score here, they'll go for 2. But Steelers say not so fast. Shazier, there's Harrison in the area. Knock him back a yard, maybe 2. That was Williams, the ball carrier.
Well, Shazier is just so fast. He diagnoses plays and he runs through and around blocks before they can even look up and do anything. I mean, he has been absolutely awesome today.
Second and goal inside 7 minutes. Here's Moore looking left side. Sims thrown down by Timmons. Holds him to 2. Brings up 3rd and goal. Moore now 23 of 27. Rolling out, finds his target. Miami has a touchdown. Damian Williams. And yes, right away, got to go for 2. So Roethlisberger completes his first 11 throws of the game, and now Moore has completed his last 11.
You know, play we see every week. Fake the run one way, bring the back, tight end, wide receiver, behind the line of scrimmage to the other side. Steelers too aggressive. They went for the fake. Nobody out in the right flat that time to take Williams.
Now for the 2. To make it a 2-score game if they convert. Parker. What an effort. Try to get the feet down. They say no. Cockrell was trying to drive him out. And the official right there on top of it. Jerry Bergman says nope, out of bounds.
I think Cockrell pulls him out of bounds.
Let's see this now.
See, does his right foot hit down? No.
Let's see it dragged out of bounds.
Dragged out of bounds. Yep. So excellent job. Of course, that rule was changed quite a few years ago.
Let's get an update on the Miami sideline from Tracy.
Jim, Ajayi has a left shoulder injury. His return is questionable. It's the same shoulder he hurt against Buffalo, that AC joint. So that's what he's dealing with now. No telling whether he'll be back in the game or not.
Well, he certainly had his way with Buffalo. He had 2 200-yard performances against the Bills. And
see, who else did? Le'Veon Bell had a 200-yarder against them too.
You were there to see that one.
That's right.
That was the one by Bell was the single best rushing performance by anyone in the league this season with 236. All right, setting up onside kick. Jay Feely, let's bring you in.
Well, Miami likes to have both their punter and their kicker, Dar and Franks, out there. They're going to look at it. They have 3 different kicks. They do an adjustment based on the formation, make the call from the sideline.
Yep, they're looking to the sideline. Good call, Jay. And
you kick it. No, I'll kick it. You kick it. This is up. And it is caught by who else? Antonio Brown. And the Steelers have the football at the Miami's 48-yard line.
You know, wherever Jay gets his information, it's better than the information we get from the coaches. I got to start hanging out with him, but really clever, well done. Darren Rizzi, special teams coach.
Except that's not the guy you want to send it in the direction of, number 84.
Well, they call it the all-hands teams. You put the guys out there that can catch it. So Antonio Brown can do it.
If Pittsburgh goes on and wins this game again at Kansas City next week and dominated Kansas City early in the season here, 43-14, the Steelers ran away with that one and led 36-0, in fact, through 3 quarters of that game.
One thing we learned, rematches, the first one doesn't really come into account, does it? Especially when the situation changes where you go from one field to the other. Motivation. Kansas City going to be rested up, ready to go no matter who comes out there.
You see D'Angelo Williams has come in at running back. And end of the day, Bell 167 on 29 carries. What a day it was.
Yeah, Le'Veon Bell, first playoff game Man, how excited do you think he was? He said it right, didn't he? It's going to be really cold. Defenders do not like to tackle when it's cold. Well, they didn't want to tackle him. How about this cut? Just one of the many great ones today.
And what was he doing a year ago on this weekend when Pittsburgh was playing down in Cincinnati? He was at home with his leg up, watching on his couch at home after surgery on his knee.
Nothing worse. Playoffs, and you're not part of it.
Williams tackled and a loss of 1. Later today, early season Big Ten action. Wisconsin and Purdue right here on the road to the Final Four. CBS Sports. Both teams are ranked. Badgers Boilermakers coming up. Can't feel my toes, but worth it.
I can, that first part, I can agree with.
3rd and 8. Roethlisberger scrambling, gets taken down and throws the pick. Throws the interception. That is Howard. Tackled by Jesse James. I'll tell you, Wake got a hit on Ben as he was releasing it.
Yep, it's just watching him walk off, seeing and
offense, number 77. That penalty is declined. The result of this play is first down, Miami.
Looking like that was the easiest of landings.
Yep, I think more than anything, he's mad he threw the ball. And Cameron Wake from the outside, boy, and he lowers that shoulder. He's tough to get. You could see the hold.
You do hold your breath when you're talking 4:23 to go in the game, 18-point lead.
Yeah, you know, I'm not disagreeing he's in the game. It's the selection. Really, it's the decision by Ben Roethlisberger to keep moving, not to throw it away. I thought maybe draw, screen, something like that. Never put your quarterback at risk when you think the game is over.
There's more. Dupree gets picked up on the rush, and Landry has a 10th catch. But it's a short gain of 4. 10 catches, 97 for Landry.
Well, he's been terrific today when he's given the opportunity, hasn't he?
It seems like he's that way almost every single week.
Well, hey, look, he's one of the guys in the team. You talk about Landry, you know, Ajayi, Brandon Albert, the left tackle. All those guys are, you know, the people that lead the group. They keep the energy. They give it in the games. They give it in practice. It's what you need to be successful.
Moore sidearms it. Completes it within a yard of a first. It's Parker.
You know, no matter what happens here, still 3 scores down when you talk about Miami. It's been a very successful season. A rookie head coach to come in here and through all the adversity they've had, Jim. We saw them early in the season against Cincinnati.
Never would have imagined this was a postseason team.
They were a disaster in so many respects. They got it together and found ways to win football games.
From 1-4 to going 9-2. Dupree not able to get to Moore, who stays up and connects. First down, out of bounds at the 40. Parker.
Kind of got their offensive line straightened out. I like the receiving core a lot. 3 guys.
Yeah, 3 guys over 700 yards receiving this year. First time in Dolphin history they had 3 with 700 plus.
And they got, I think, a frontline starting quarterback and Ryan Tannehill, no question. I think he proved again this year that he can be the guy. And even though today he's not been everything perfect, Matt Moore is a very capable backup.
Completed his last 14 passes. This one gets away from Drake, who then kicks it down the field.
Well, everybody wants a penalty. That could be delay of game, but sometimes you just got to let it go, right?
I think we're at that point of the game.
Thank you.
One of Matt Moore's well-wishers said, hey, break a leg up in Pittsburgh this weekend. He said, I've already done that. The only other time he had played here in the preseason back in 09 as a member of the Carolina Panthers.
Is that true?
It's true.
He
broke a leg.
He said, I know he broke the leg, but
some a little artistic liberties taken there. Second and 10. Oh, that pass broken up by Mitchell, who had the contact on Parker. Yeah, he had played here in a preseason game back in '09. He was backing up Jake Delhomme back in those days.
Right.
Forced them to sign Josh McCown, and then of course he came over as a free agent in 2011 to Miami. And early in that season, Chad Henne was injured. He ended up starting 12 games that year.
Well, he's done well when he's played. They like him a lot down there. He likes the situation. Probably had a chance to maybe go somewhere else this offseason and might have been able to compete for a job or be close to it, but he decided to stay in Miami. I think it was a great decision by him.
3rd and 10. That's Landry. Look at Timmons come in to it. Smack them around 2.
That's where the league has changed so much. You catch the football down the field, you know, you start moving around, and who hits you? A defensive lineman from behind.
11th catch for Landry ties the Dolphins' postseason single game mark of O.J. McDuffie. And now 4th and 5 with 2 minutes and change. Moore keeps the drive going. It's Stills this time. He's going to try it, but he's not going to be able to get another playoff before the 2-minute warning. Here's Stills with his 5th catch. 2 minutes to go in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers 30-12. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
Will this can repeat, or is this your can's year? Your can stink in Houston.
Don't jinx it.
Your can is Houston. So dress like this guy and play like this guy.
You can't catch me.
Broadway cans, breakout cans, cans with a whole extra man. Whether you're wearing beads, stripes, or cheese. If you bleed blue, black and yellow, or various shades of red, this is your beer.
You're with my team on it.
The holidays may be over, but if you hurry, you can still get the best deals on the best network. Like Verizon's best smartphones for only $10 per month, like the Samsung Galaxy S7, the Pixel, phone by Google, or the Moto Z Droid for only $10 per month. Plus, hurry in and switch to Verizon now and get up to $650 to cover your costs. There's still time to get amazing deals at Verizon.
You got your mom's side, but just be calm side. You got it. I never thought I'd get married at 65 side. Hey, I'm just looking side, and you better buy that ride. Whew. This wide is nationwide. They help to know, protect and grow your many sides. Yeah, Nationwide is on your side.
The NFL Pro Bowl is headed to Orlando, where the best meets the next. A week-long celebration culminates with the biggest group of NFL stars in one stadium. It's AFC versus NFC. Don't miss your chance to see the NFL's best compete live on January 29th, the 2017 Pro Bowl. Go to NFL.com/Pro Bowl on sale to get your tickets today.
Thursday, how would you describe TV's #1 comedy?
Weird. Sexy. A mind-boosting caffeine suppository.
The Big Bang Theory. Then, at Outdoor Limits, it's Insultapalooza.
You look like Harry Potter if he had a short film at Sundance. You look like the worst pimp at the South Pole.
A new great indoors after The Big Bang Theory, CBS Thursday.
Well, the Subway postgame show is coming up right after this game with JB, Tony, Bart Boomer, Coach Cowher. The highlights, analysis, as well as a look ahead at the playoffs. All coming up on the Subway postgame show. New set of downs for Miami, completing that pass on 4th down to Stills. Just 2 minutes to go and 2 timeouts for the Dolphins. Going blitz. Rush 4, ball tipped. That was Jarvis Jones, incomplete. You go 5 years, basically, if you're Matt Moore, you don't play. And Adam Gase had a little chat with him this week, as you see the play here by Jones. It reminds me a little bit of Jadeveon Clowney yesterday early in the game against Oakland.
Yeah, you're right.
But Gay said, you know, I want you to think of it this way. 5 years, I look back in my life 5 years ago. I mean, I've grown, advanced, and learned a lot.
Sure.
And, you know, it might feel a little awkward having not been out there. But it put Moore in the right frame of mind.
Yeah, all the practices he's been at, all the meetings, everything, you just mature as a player sometimes. Even if you don't play, you learn something.
Now he's got nowhere to go this time. That is Lawrence Timmons, their top tackler.
Lawrence Timmons, 94. They hate this. If you're an offense, you do not want to get 94 against a running back or a tight end. Didn't see much of that today, but they have been doing that more, blitzing Lawrence Timmons, and a big man, got some shake to him, and he can overrun you or go around you. And linebackers, what a day. What a day by most of the guys on this defense.
This defense that led the league in sacks over the last 7 weeks. And have another one here. How about back-to-back plays by Timmons? Just throwing him down.
Well, what is it? He went from the left side. Let's send him to the right side. And he just beats the back once again. Those are matchups you try to stay away from. Wow.
Joey Porter liked what he saw right there.
Yeah, it used to be him out there doing those type of plays. Joey Porter. Hey, look at all the ex-players they got in their staff. Joey Porter, Carnell Lake, Oslowski, used to be a linebacker here.
In charge, timeout, 30 seconds.
Coming out of a Miami timeout here in a moment. By the way, next Saturday, speaking of rematches, Houston is going to be at New England. Next Saturday night, prime time, we're going to have it. We were there for a Thursday night encounter early in the season, week 3. And it'll start with a special Saturday edition of the NFL Today at 7:30 Eastern Time. Houston at New England.
Well, what did Houston learn in that first matchup? I'll say they realized what they were up against. You know, that was the third-string quarterback for New England.
Yeah, Jacoby Brissett led them to victory.
Yep.
27-0.
Long time ago, and you got to just go on the fact you hope you've improved and you know a little more about the team you're going to play.
So Timmons with back-to-back sacks, 13 total tackles, make it 14.
That's the call.
4th down, we just run it with Williams. He bounces around to close out this game. Well, Miami had that chance right before the half inside the 10 to get it to 7.
Changed the whole game.
It sure did. We got rematches coming up in the divisional round. New England will host Houston Saturday night from Gillette Stadium on CBS. Pittsburgh travels to Kansas City Arrowhead, 1 o'clock Eastern time. The early forecast for Kansas City is icy mix.
I'm just shocked.
Again, the Subway Post Game Show is coming up with JB and all the crew. Long-range forecast for Gillette Stadium is kind of mild by comparison, in the high 30s right now.
Oh, okay.
Cloudy.
I was kind of hoping for the 60s, but I'll take the 30s.
And this game comes to a close. A 30-12 Pittsburgh victory.
Very physical performance by the Steelers today on both sides, offensive line and the defense.
Young Adam Gase got a lot to be proud of on this season, taking this team to the playoffs for the first time since '08.
There's one thing they learned down in Miami, and you know what that is? They know who's in charge, and that's Adam Gase. That might be the toughest thing to do as a head coach, too. Make sure the team knows you're in charge, they respect you, and they trust what you say.
And on the other side, Mike Tomlin, he's in charge here, too. The youngest coach to ever win a Super Bowl. He's taking his team on to the divisional round for a matchup down in Kansas City next Sunday. 30-12, Steelers take it. For Phil, Tracy, and Jay, this is Jim Nance saying so long from Pittsburgh. Coming up, the Subway post-game show.
Since the dawn of time, steak has been the unquestionable master of the menu. So to perfect the perfect, we made the Subway steak and cheese footlong just $6 for a limited time. We take lean steak, now triumphantly free of artificial preservatives and flavors, and we cover it with a heavenly blanket of cheese. Yes, cheese. Feeling spicy? Try it with Chipotle Southwest sauce. The Subway steak and cheese footlong, now just $6.
Presenting the Subway Fresh Buns. Served to you by Subway Restaurants. For the 5th time in 6 years, the Packers wear the NFC North crown. Last Sunday in Detroit, quarterback Aaron Rodgers threw 4 touchdown passes, giving him a league-best 40 for the season. Receivers Devontae Adams and Geronimo Allison both scored to help seal Green Bay's 6th straight win and clinch the division title.
Hey, Coach. Hey, Jason. Hey, Whitney, take a look at this one. You'll never make it as a cowboy dressed like that. That's a lot of leather. The man is wearing spurs.
Not just anyone could be a cowboy like Jason Witten.
Let's do this.
But anyone could save money on car insurance with Geico. Geico. See how much you could save. Don't miss TV's #1 comedy, The Big Bang Theory, CBS Thursday.
And heating and cooling.
My furnace went out, and it was a cold winter night.
We'll have someone right out.
They had to take the old furnace from out of my hall. They had to tear up the floor, but they did a perfect job, and I had heat that night. 20 years ago, I had a floor furnace that went out. Bryant was the only people that would come out and look at it. They fixed it, and this is my second furnace. One call away, they're always here when I need them. My name is Earlene. I've been a Bryant customer for over 20 years.
Different flavors make the world go around. And now try the flavor of hot honey mustard on the boneless wings meal. Served with crinkle fries, Texas toast, and a 22-ounce drink. Friends, family, flavor. Zaxby's. Indescribably good.
The Subway postgame show. Served fresh by Subway Restaurants.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back inside Studio 43 in the Subway postgame show. I'm James Brown, full house here with Tony, Coach Bart, and Boomer. Folks, we'd like to let you know you can also catch us online. Watch the Subway postgame show at cbssports.com. And a reminder, up next, boom.
All right, Jim, you can see right here, 30-12, Steelers over the Dolphins. They will now go visit Kansas City next Sunday. That means the Houston Texans will visit the New England Patriots on Saturday night right here on CBS.
All right, boom. It is time now to take a look at our player of the game, presented by Auto Trader. And is there a surprise? Steelers running back Le'Veon Bell.
167 yards. When you look at this, you realize just how important he is to this offense because Ben Roethlisberger only attempted 18 passes in this game, and 2 of those went for interceptions against the Miami Dolphins, and he also took some pretty good hits by the Miami Dolphin defensive line. But you can just see Le'Veon Bell. You know what he reminds me of, guys? The great Marcus Allen. Marcus Allen used to run just like this, very upright, very patient, would pick and choose his spots, and once he found an opening, he would accelerate through it. Who could forget the great run that he had in the Super Bowl? Kind of the same thing. Just wait, and boom, right through the hole.
So, Coach, take a look at the AFC playoff picture now.
Yeah, again, we have Houston visiting New England. A rematch also from earlier in the season. Same place, Houston at New England. Pittsburgh traveling to Kansas City. Remember, that first game was played in Pittsburgh.
So another kind of like reversal here. You have a little revenge on the side of the Kansas City Chiefs. Over in the NFC, you can see that Atlanta will be hosting Seattle next Saturday at 4:35. A huge game for Matt Ryan to go against one of the best defenses in football. And then, of course, the winner of the upcoming game here between the Giants and the Green Bay Packers will visit the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday at 4:40.
All right, so as we take a quick look back at this game we just watched, I know Ben Roethlisberger was in the game late Not sure what his health is. I'm sure we'll find out in just a bit. But your questions about him being in the game late, Bart?
Well, you know, Ben Roethlisberger is a guy who wants to start and finish with his team. You know, I wouldn't have had him in the game so late. But you could also go back and give Antonio Brown a lot of credit as well. Antonio Brown really opened up the running lanes for Le'Veon Bell because early in the game it was Antonio Brown that really had the big plays, and there weren't deep shots down the field. They were short passes, safe passes that Ben gave us and put the ball in the hands of his playmakers, and he did it, and he put it on the show. You talk about 5 for 124.
And you're looking ahead. I mean, Pittsburgh going to Kansas City. Kansas City, again, they came into Pittsburgh on a Sunday night, and they got beat 36-0 after 3 quarters. So I'm going to tell you something. Going into Kansas City, this is one of those ones right now. Andy Reid, they would like to now, kind of like when Pittsburgh lost to Miami, and Miami had to come to Pittsburgh, Kansas City will be waiting for him. This will be a tough game for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and you know what? Going back to that question, too, if I was, the roles were reversed and I was a coach for the Pittsburgh Steelers, I don't think that I would have had him in here. You look at here on this sack by Cameron Wake and the pick and the interception right here. This is one of those cases, 30-12 right there, 4:24 left in the game. It's just, I don't know if you could look back. I'm sure hindsight is always 20/20, but going forward, Pittsburgh going to Kansas City, where Andy Reid in the playoffs, you give him 2 weeks to prepare for a team. He is 3-0 in the playoffs, 19-2 overall coming off a bye week. So I just think it's going to be a tough challenge. Hopefully Ben can get healthy so we can have a good football game in the playoffs.
Ben thrives in these type of moments.
That's right. You know, but the one thing I will say about the Miami Dolphins, how about Jarvis Landry? The day he had today, 11 catches, over 100 yards. You know, they have a lot of good young players moving forward. Their defense was injured. Ryan Tannehill was injured. I give Matt Moore a lot of credit. He had a good, solid game, but he made a couple key errors, and they missed a couple blitzes that should have been easily picked up if they were a little bit more prepared offensively.
Don't worry, we will pick Coach Cowher's brains a bit more as the Subway postgame show continues right after this.
How do you stay fresh in a world where tastes and priorities are always changing? If you're Subway, you start by removing the artificial preservatives, colors, and flavors from your food. Support hundreds of growers, including many family-run farms. Serve customers 390 million pounds of fresh veggies. Offer packaging that's better for the planet, and use your size and resources to create healthy change around the world. Because the best way to stay fresh is to never get stale.
If you head to the bank and wait to get approved for a mortgage, that newly listed ranch will be gone. Or you could push that button. Skip the bank. Get approved in minutes. Lift the burden of getting a home loan with Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans.
Enjoy your